Good. Y'all been having fun today?
Yes.
You can see the vigilantes up on Main Street?
No.
It's a good show. First of all, welcome to Old West Theater with Tombstone Gunfighters. And we're going to try to put on a show for you today. This is an audience participation show. So if you give us a really good line, we'll write it down. So basically in this area here, once the show gets started, we like to keep everybody out of this area. This is called the kill zone. And the reason for that is we use real guns. We use 28 grain step blanks. Basically moving 800 foot per second for a projectile. We'll also move your flesh out of the way at the same time. We try to keep about a 20-foot distance between all of us, but we try to aim just off to the side, so we never aim above the waistline. At our age, below the waistline really doesn't matter. Wow. Let's stand back here. Let me get your can going.
I'm just thinking about backing up. I don't want to die. Actually, okay,
I have a question. Just because it's a blank and it still moves?
I'm going to demonstrate to all you kids what a blank will do. If you find a blank or a bullet on the ground, don't touch it. If it's a gun, surely don't touch it. Go find a responsible adult, a police officer, and report it to them immediately. The reason I say that is because there's no such thing as a safe blank.
Whoa. Oh my God.
I'm not going to be hearing the rest of this.
As you can see, it makes for a very, very bad day.
I thought those were supposed to be safe.
I know.
That would kill Brandon Lee.
These guys come out, those are the badges on, the targets on our chest. Big round of applause. These bad guys come out, boo those bad guys. They love booze, so give them all the booze you can. There's a couple of bad guys right here right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah! That a fact. You hear that, kid? He don't want us in his town anymore.
That's the way it is.
Come on, tell him, go, that's right, way go. Tell him. Tell him. All right. Tell him. All right. Tell him. All right, kid, I got you. Well, buddy.
Let's call it back. I got 20 on you and 50 on you. This is going to be a profitable day.
Whatever, bitch.
That's right.
Well, Marshal, if you don't want us in your town, I suggest you fill your hand.
Holy crap.
Gentlemen, the bad guys.
Are we supposed to boo or what?
Why do y'all hate the bad guys?
Let's hear it for the good. Not bad. The ugly. Well, folks, I want to give you a little history on Tombstone. You know, 130 years ago, there wasn't much here but sand, rattlesnakes, and cactus. Till a man by the name of Edward Lawrence Shefflin showed up. Now, Mr. Shefflin, he was a part-time scout for the cavalry, and he was a part-time prospector. And he used to dig in these hills here, right behind you, looking for gold and silver. Well, all his buddies back in the fort used to tell him, Ed, the only thing out in them thar hills is Apaches and rattlesnakes. And the only stone you're liable to find will be your own tombstone. So in 1877, when Ed struck pay dirt for the first time, he called his first mine the Tombstone Mine. 2 years later, when they incorporated the town, they called the town Tombstone. And that's how we got our name, folks. Now, back in those days, they had one sheriff to cover 1,500 square miles of territory. So consequently, you had a lot of bad types running around here. Murderers, thieves, stagecoach types. And then the trash, scum, the manure started to make their way into town. Bankers, lawyers, politicians. So folks, if you want to be famous in whistle I for you one more time. Y'all mind if I step in the saloon and get me a drink?
I'm confused.
Hey, stranger.
Howdy, Marshal.
You're a little new in my town, ain't you?
Say, Marshal,
Uh-huh.
ain't you getting to be a bit old to be toting all that silver around town?
Well, it's been sequestered. It don't weigh quite as much as it used to. So would you like to see how I got to be that old?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax now, Marshal. Take a Prozac.
Prozac.
They don't call for any bloodshed.
I'll agree with that. As long as you ease back over in there and go out to that bar on my sidewalk there, please.
All right, Marshal.
Thank you.
Bill, you in the bank?
Right here, Marshal. That's payroll for the mine. I'd like it up tight. I've got a couple of pretty useful characters in town today. Going back to jail for arrest. All right, Marshal. Don't hit the Maylock. Give her a hangover.
Did he say Maylock?
You know, the only thing I find undesirable right now is I can see up this guy's shorts over here. And it must be a mighty cold breeze out today.
Oh my god.
Look.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That's right, folks. He rides the short horse to school. And somewhere in the world, the village is missing its idiot. Now, Frank, where you been? I've been looking for you all day.
Well, coming in town here on my horse drew a leg.
No. Folks, I'm pretty sure he means a shoe.
Drew a leg.
All right, now quit horsing around and tell me you got the real horses and not that stupid-looking thing over there.
Yep, got all three of them tied up back there.
Good, because we got a bank to rob. We got to get busy.
Marshal?
Yeah, Frank. He just come riding into town with the payroll and went on in the bank here.
Well, if the marshal's in the bank, how are we going to run back?
Calm down. It'll be okay. Frank!
Huh?
Not the bank no more. He went on down to that jailhouse for a bottle and a wreck.
Similar?
Lord have mercy. Now, folks, I'm pretty sure it was whiskey.
So how are we going to work this thing?
Well, I got a great plan, kid. Now, folks, if you're going to rob a bank, you got to have a plan, right?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, we're going to try the old dead man trick. This involves you. You're going to lay on the ground there like a pile of manure. Right down there. Tombstone speed bump. And I'm going to fire some shots in the air.
Fire that gun. Hotel's going to come running. It's coming for you, Barbara.
That was the only plan I had, folks. You got a better idea?
Stolen horse routine.
Hey, that ain't bad, kid.
They did it.
You know, it worked for us up in Deadwood, and I bet these hayseed tourists wouldn't know the difference, Frank. Well, let's ask the town folk what they think. Should we try his stupid stolen horse thing? Boo! My dead man trick, yeah!
Yeah.
Stolen horse? Boo! Or my dead man trick, yeah!
Yeah.
All right, so we all agree, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Good. Because we're going to go with the stolen horse. Now, looky here, kid. If the stolen horse don't work, we're going to do the 1, 2, 3 crossfire. Huh? 1, 2, 3 crossfire.
1, 2, 3, 4. Crossfire?
Don't worry, kid. You're going to die anyway. Now, this is what you need to do. You got to pretend you don't know me. If that marshal comes out here, you ain't never seen me before in your life.
Who are you?
Yeah. Now, I need you to get up on delivery and keep your eyes peeled.
If I keep my eyes peeled, I can't see nothing.
Oh, Frank, Just make sure the coast is clear.
Well, the coast is 500 miles that direction.
Are you done now? But you better check that gun of yours in case that marshal gets out here.
1, 2, 3. I'm beating myself.
Do me a favor and watch the street, would you? What are you doing? Get up there!
You're stuck.
You gotta pull hard, kid.
All right, here goes nothing.
Right,
Yes.
folks, I have a moron on my team.
Look out. I told you I was an Episcopalian.
Get in there! Now, kid, this is why we stay in school, we don't eat paint chips, and we don't marry cousins. Now, folks, you gotta help me out here. This is a part of the show where I need your help. You see, I gotta report the theft of my horse to that drunken marshal in there. So, on a count of 3, help me call him out here. 1, 2, 3.
Marshall!
What in thunder's keeping me awake out here?
Marshal, I got me a slight problem.
What kind of problem, sir?
We see, Marshal, I come riding into town today to see the doc. And I tied my horse up here in front of the saloon.
Yeah.
And since it was such a long ride into town, I figured I'd go in there and get the dust in my throat. When I came out, my horse was gone.
How long do you figure you was in there settling that dust?
I know, Marshal. Couldn't have been more than a half hour. Give or take a day or two, I reckon.
Hey, you sure some of your kinfolk didn't come into town and take their horse back?
Marshal, I ain't got no kinfolk here in town. My family tree is straight up and down.
Well, now, I don't doubt that. Take a look this side out here.
Have a look, see, Marshal, tracks everywhere.
Funny tracks. You know, I find it kind of difficult to believe that a self-respecting horse thief can come into town in the middle of the day and steal your horse.
Well, Marshal, I find it highly unlikely that some fool came right along here and stole my 3-legged horse.
3-legged horse.
That's right, folks, 3-legged. Uh-huh. I only live 5 minutes from town. And it took me 2 days to get here riding around in circles.
You know, this is Tombstone. Probably more than one 3-legged horse. Can you give me a better description of that animal?
Well, Marshal, we called her Stumpy, we did.
Stumpy.
She was a little Shetland pony about that big right now.
No. I mean, that stranger.
No!
Yeah, stranger, huh? Are you missing a 3-legged thing there? This head right there, the hitching right over there? Right over there?
Why, yes, creepy townsperson that I have never seen before. Have you seen her?
Well, yep. Some fella came by and unloosed her as fella go. Which way did this fella take her? Well, I figured that fella right there took her down this way towards the blacksmith for a shoeing. Oh, yeah? What did this fella look like? He's about that tall, yeah?
Just get in, Frank! Okay, Marshal, here we go.
Huh?
You're a little late.
Give him another.
And he's got one more coming. Oh, my God. I think he changed my religion.
Hit him in the head, he's not funny. Hit him in the head.
You know, you all sound like a bunch of sick cattle. Rather than my kid, don't rock it this time. You know, folks, he's just one. I wish he'd blow himself up. Now pick it up, you idiot. Get your mask on. We got a bank robber. Withdraw the man. it your mask? The doohickey. Folks, if you're gonna rob a bank, you ought to do your mask like mine, like a half moon, right?
Right.
Like a half moon, folks? Half moon, kid.
Sure.
Half moon, Frank.
Folks.
No, nobody wants to see that thing. No, she don't. She just threw up in her mouth. Not even your own mother, kid.
That did change me in 3 years.
I knew there was a reason to smell like bad liver and cheese out here. Cover the streets.
Don't move, you polecat.
What are you doing now, Frank?
I'm covering the street like you said to.
No, Frank. You gotta shoot first and ask questions later.
If I shoot first, they can't ask no question later.
You gotta forgive him, folks. The wheel's spinning, but the hamster died a long time ago.
I got a hamster.
Just cover the streets!
Come on.
I got a hamster.
All right, this is a